There's lots happening. Okay. Lots happening. Okay, we're good there. Okay, well, we're good. We're live. Welcome to workshop two tonight. I'm going to go ahead and put myself just on the spotlight so that I'm sure you guys don't want to all be on the video. So we'll just do speaker spotlight. Spotlight. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to workshop two tonight, y'all. This is my most favorite. I could probably camp out with whoever wanted to hang with me for like 2 hours, and we could just have fun with all these supplements, all these extras. I'm like, okay, let's see what we can do with all of this to keep all of those wrinkles away and keep everybody around us guessing our age, right? Who's with me? Anybody? And then you guys, you get the choice. Do I want to wear makeup today? Do I not want to wear makeup today when we take such great care of our skin? So our skincare, of course, is amazing. And if you guys watched workshop one, we have been filling out our Mary Kay brand ambassador worksheet here because we are our best customer. So we always want to think about what products are we currently using, and I wouldn't even think the thought of another person that I serviced being on more products than me. Like I am the best customer. Now, if they were, then I think they would need to become a beauty consultant, wouldn't y'all? And then they could be their best customer and share, of course, these amazing products. So on the workshop one, we talked all about the skincare regimen. We talked about the prep products. And so tonight we are camping out in this box down here. This is the one that's called Mary Kay supplements include, and there's a list down here. Now, I want you guys to know there are more supplements. In fact, Tiffany and I were just talking about the oil that's in our line. There are other supplements in our line. These are not all of them. The actual biocellulose mask is in our line. That is not included on here either. So I almost think we need another MK Ambassador Plus. For the extreme customer or consultant that's on literally every single product. But anyway, so just know that there are still a couple products missing. So I want to start off just because we are recording this, and so somebody could be watching this that's newer in our unit. So first of all, I'm Shelly Ayler, and I am the super proud director of the Freedom Achievers. And I have been using Mary Kay products, you guys, in August. August 13th will be 30 years. So that is crazy to even say that. But yes, August 13th will be 30 years. And, when I started thinking about diving more into product knowledge, which these workshops will continue, they're not going to be twice a month, though. The rollout and how they'll be established will be shared kicking off in May. But they will stay in place because it's super duper important. But when I got to looking at all of this, I want you guys to know that when I signed my beauty agreement 30 years ago, I signed up because I wanted to learn about the products. I was brand new to the DFW area. I didn't know anybody. The business plan, I couldn't have told you what the business plan was when I signed up as a beauty consultant. Sure, making some money sounded great, but I was so excited to learn how to take care of my skin, y'all. No one had ever taught me. The only beauty advice I had ever received, there was two pieces. One, I think when I was 12 or 13, my mother took me to a Merle Norman counter and they gave me a makeover. I remember she bought me a little compact of blue eyeshadow and a little compact of pink eyeshadow, but it was like so light when you put it on, you couldn't even see it. So that was my experience number one, but no skincare. Okay. Like nothing about that. And then later on, when I was a little, I think on my own, I went to an Estee Lauder counter and I had a makeover. I don't even remember skincare being introduced there either. Like they just whipped me around backwards. So I was not even looking in a mirror. They did my makeup. And when I turned back around, I was like, oh, who is that? Like you don't even recognize yourself. And then of course, then they wisp you over the counter and they want you to buy everything. But I had no idea how to put it on. So those were my two experiences. And so when I was introduced to this Mary Kay, where you sit down at a table and you wash your face and you learn how to actually take care of your skin, that was very appealing to me. The other part to that is I had very oily skin and I had very leathery skin because I had been out in the sun. I had sunbathed. And so it was just like leathery skin with a shine. And again, wanted to learn how to take care of it properly. For some reason, at the ripe old age of 24, I realized I only got one set of skin. And that was it. So I either needed to learn how to take care of it or, I was stuck with it forever and ever. So I showed up to all the events to learn. Y'all, it took me a good solid 6 months from August to January to like fall in love with our products. And that was learning about them, that was using them from head to toe. I had started with inventory. And so I pulled things off my shelf and started using it. And I remember about 6 months in, once I like, this is good stuff. I love this product. My appointments started changing, like the way I shared the products, the way I shared what the products did, what I thought of Mary Kay, the company changed. Okay. And that's what I wanted to just instill tonight to you guys is that my idea of what Mary Kay corporate, what the company could offer me had totally changed. My outlook had changed because I showed up to everything. And so when I was showing up to learn about products, I was also learning about what the company was doing for others. I saw people earning cars, I saw people moving up, I saw all of that, and I was fully exposed to what Mary Kay could offer. Y'all, I truly believe that if I hadn't had that attitude at the beginning, who knows if I would have been as serious with my business and had moved up or not. I mean, honestly, I would have just maybe dabbled with it. But because I showed up to learn about products, y'all, I was open to everything that Mary Kay had to offer. And so I wanted to just share that tonight as we started off so that I don't know about you guys. I know that some of you guys I'm talking to, you do show up to everything. You are sold out. You know what Mary Kay has to offer. But if you are newer, or maybe you're a newer consultant, or you're just getting started on our products, just show up, you guys. Learn about how amazing our products truly are, and you never know what else you might pick up along the way. And so with that, I also want to remind you guys, I think we talked a little bit last time, but remember, we have our own scientist. We have our building, the R3 building, located in Louisville, where we make our products. They distribute our products. Our scientists are housed there. And so, y'all, our products are new. They're newly innovated. They are the cutting edge like technology and of ingredients. Don't forget, we follow the European guidelines. So we banned over, it's close, I think it's close to maybe over 1,500 ingredients. So we don't follow just the American standards, we follow the European, which is a much higher standard. But our products are made, they're constantly innovating and coming out with new technology. So for consultants, like sometimes we're like, whoa, another new product. Oh yeah, baby. We need another new product so we can stay competitive and stay on the cutting edge. So y'all think of your skincare, all of these supplements like this, y'all, that we're on the cutting edge. Those are the things that they're constantly changing, constantly coming up with new things, and we get to be a part of that. So I love that. So I am going to have some help tonight. So I would love real quickly for Tiffany, if you want to wave. She's going to be a little co-host tonight and help us out with some of our. Hi, Tiffany. But she's going to help us out. But I'm going to kick us off tonight with my most favorite. I put all the products in my basket tonight. These almost practically all of them sit in my bathroom anyway. I think I only had to pull about 4 or 5 out, which was like my cleanser, my eye makeup remover. But this sits right next to the bathtub. So I can either do it in the bathtub or I can do it in the sink. But I am going to kick us off tonight with my most favorite clinical solutions. Okay. Clinical solutions. If I was sitting with you guys around a table, I would ask y'all, what does clinical solutions mean? Could anybody tell me? I don't know. I mean, I Googled it and looked it up just to confirm that my verbiage was correct. But y'all, clinical solutions, Mary Kay's clinical solutions line, you're going to find it in all of the white bottles, the really pretty white, clean bottles. Okay. Oh, thank you. Mary's putting it in the chat. Yes, Derma Cosmetic. It is our Derma Cosmetic line. Now, that's a big fancy word. What does Derma Cosmetics mean? Does anybody know? You can put it in the chat. But Derma Cosmetics, you guys, it just basically means that the line is validated by dermatologists. I mean, all of our products have been dermatologist tested, but this line specifically has been validated. It features high concentration ingredients to target specific skincare concerns. Okay. But y'all, this is our line that takes us right up there. How many has you have a friend, you have a relative, you know somebody that you work with that goes to see a dermatologist or they go to the dermatologist for something? Right? Like all hands up. Yes. Okay. Well, y'all, this line is totally validated by dermatologists. In fact, one more quick little story. My sister-in-law went to the dermatologist. She turned 60 this year, and she asked her dermatologist, and this was out in Midland, Texas, and she said, "So I'm 60. What do I need to add to my regimen?" And she uses almost all Mary Kay products with a few extra prescriptive stuff. And her dermatologist said, "Oh, you need a serum C. You need a vitamin C serum." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And she goes, "Oh, and by the way, Mary Kay has a really good one." So the dermatologist actually referred her, and she was like, "Well, great. My sister-in-law is a Mary Kay consultant." And she was like, she called me up immediately, was like, "So I was just recommended to purchase your Time-Wise Serum C." And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am. Here we go." And we're going to talk about that one tonight. So that's super sweet. All right. So our clinical solution line, okay, it includes our retinol. That is one product I'm going to touch on just briefly. Our retinol, our 4 boosters. And if you have your MK ambassador sheet here, I want you to actually write on it. I put them, I just numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4. The number means absolutely nothing, but I put colors. So I'm going to want you to write some verbiage next to that on your sheet. Okay. So we're going to do the retinol, the boosters, and I'm also going to hit the DWL, which is not on there, but holy cow, you cannot be an MK brand ambassador without the DWL, baby. Okay. All right. And then Tiffany's going to hit our skin barrier. All right. So retinol. Whew. Okay. Let me talk fast. Pure retinol, you guys. This has been updated. If you've heard about our retinol before, this is the 0.3. Okay. It has been updated so that it can be used daily. Okay, no more having to retinize your skin, get it together, which that was a great idea. It was very helpful, helped a lot of our customers. However, this is much simpler to use, so it can be used on a daily basis. So reduce and improve visible signs of aging with pure daily 0.3% retinol. So it's gentle enough to be used daily from day one. It is clinically shown to improve wrinkles, skin firmness, radiance, smoothness, plus blotchiness. No need for that retinization process or any additional calming products. So this, you guys, when do you use retinol? I'm so glad you asked. You use it at nighttime only. Nighttime only. You don't want to be walking around with retinol out, on your skin during the daytime. But this is loved by dermatologists. It's considered their gold standard ingredient. But just know that it's gentle enough to use every day. I believe the instructions do say start it off maybe 1 to 1, 2, 3 times a week, and then gradually work up to where you can use it every night. We do a lot of skin cycling, which you're going to hear about from Tiffany. I don't use it every night. I probably use it every third or fourth night. And sometimes it cycles around where I'll use it like up to 3 times in 1 week. So it's just a white little do, and you can just rub it in. And I love it because I am a serum girl. I love serums over creams, and it just goes right in. Okay, moving on. Boosters. All right, booster number 1. What color do I have next to that one? Green. So the beautiful thing about boosters, when you learn them, a booster is a high concentration of ingredients And the name of the booster tells you the two top ingredients, and it also tells you what it does. Okay, so the green booster, it's the PHAs. All right, so the green one is PHA plus AHA. So on your paper next to green, PHA, polyhydroxy acid, and then alpha hydroxy acids. It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful. But they're acids. They are exfoliations, okay? Exfoliators. Polyhydroxy acids, alpha hydroxy acids. I can say them better like when I'm reading it. It makes more sense. Okay, and what it does in the actual name is called resurfacer. So boom, there it is in the bottle, okay? PHA, polyhydroxy acid, alpha hydroxy acid resurfacer. So with the name resurfacer, what do you guys think it does? I love it. I love it when y'all talk, but I know we don't have time. It evens out your skin. It does. It exfoliates. It turns over those dead skin cells faster. And this one here is intended to be used at nighttime only. Okay, so green is nighttime only. So that is a mouthful. PHA, AHA. It's a resurfacer. So if you have a customer or you yourself are looking to smooth out your skin tone, that's one you would want to start with. All right, number 2 booster is what color? Purple. Purple. This is the one that I really started off using a lot. I've backed off, but I love this one. It's C, so there's the names, C plus resveratrol. So what are the 2 top ingredients? Vitamin C and resveratrol. You guys, I hope you all know that resveratrol is a antioxidant. I've been talking to people about peptides today. It's an antioxidant, okay? But it's the good antioxidants from dark chocolate and red wine. That's resveratrol. That's where it comes from. And it says line reducer. So there's the 2 ingredients, and it's going to reduce your wrinkles, your fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, this one can be used both day and nighttime. Booster number 3 is orange. This one smells really good. If you've never used it, it has a little bit of a cinnamon smell. I think that's just the way that particular ingredient, but it's Ferulic. I've gotten good at saying this one. Ferulic plus niacinamide. It's a brightener. Okay, Ferulic plus niacinamide brightener. And so that's going to brighten your skin if you have darker spots, whether they're sunspots, age spots. It's going to help lighten those. Now, this is one of my things about boosters. Boosters only work when you're already using a solid skincare system. If you are using soap and water, I don't know why I always think of this with dark spots. If you're using soap and water and you try to put on a booster, it's like trying to slap a Band-Aid on something and hoping that it like goes away. Okay, so you got to be using all of the boosters. These are enhancements, okay, because they're small amounts of high concentrated ingredients. But the Ferulic and niacinamide is a brightener. It is going to brighten overall skin appearance. Okay, and then the last one is your blue. This is the one I never go without. HA plus ceramide are the 2 active ingredients. And HA stands for hyaluronic acid. And then ceramide is it's like a hydrator, like it just moisturizes your skin. Probably more of it's a hydrator. And that's the name of it there. I forgot the word hydrator was there. HA plus ceramide. And you can use this morning and night. These are amazing. Oh, I can't live without my HA. Now, if we have time at the very end tonight, we're going to do Q&A. And I do have a bunch of scenarios. So if you think about maybe a scenario with your skin or maybe a customer's skin and you're like, this person was experienced da 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 da, what would be a recommendation? We can come back and we can pick out the boosters and just talk about what would be the best solution. Okay, I hope we have time. The last product that I did throw in here, y'all, just because I don't ever, y'all, every morning this baby is on, is the DWL, Dynamic Wrinkle. And I did not print out the sheet on it, but to give you the actual ingredient in it. But if I remember this one, oh, somebody's gonna have to help me. I just know so I put it in right here. I fill it in right here. It's the plumper. Is that right? This one plumps up the skin. And I put it here and here, even though the trial results just talk about here and talk about here. I apply it here, I apply it here, and then I apply it here. And that always goes on every morning, first thing before wrinkle filler or any of my HA plus ceramide or any of that as well. So limited, yeah, I apologize. I did not print out. It was not an official. This is like a bonus product that's not in our supplemental sheet. Okay, so retinol, the 4 boosters, and I think that's it for clinical solutions. Now, there are a couple other products, but we'll hit them here in just a minute. Okay. All right, so if you have any questions about those, just jot them down to the side and we'll come back and answer those at the end. All right, so Miss Tiffany, are you ready to pop in here? And she's going to take us over our next little bit.
I am. Hello, everyone.
Yay.
Hope everyone's doing good. So, Shelly brought up a little bit of skin cycling, and last event I spoke that I, as a Mary Kay brand ambassador, I use all of it and I go through them, but you can't just throw this on your face all in one night. So, what exactly is skin cycling? It is like it's like several steps. It's one is exfoliation, two is retinol, it's a big part of it. Three is hydration. Four is to help restore your skin. And then it's repeat, number five. So it is a deliberate and approach to your skincare that involves just cycling through your products on various nights to drive specific results without, causing chemical warfare on your skin. So for me, start with your basic skincare. For many people, it is the TimeWise 3D or the 4D. For me, my favorite, of course, is the repair set. I have older skin, so I use the repair, but that doesn't mean that I neglect some of my other stuff from the TimeWise because I truly cannot live without this one. This is by far one of my favorite is the TimeWise Night Solution. So everything starts every day with a clean skin. And then on certain nights, you can use the TimeWise Repair. This is the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. Now, this is a chemical peel, which means you can put it on your face, not have to touch it. It will exfoliate a little bit deeper than, say, a mechanical peel, which I do a few nights later, which is the microdermabrasion. So with the mechanical peel, you are actually mechanically or, manually cleaning your skin and exfoliating your skin. This one, Lazy Girl edition. You can just do this, put it on. I like to sometimes add the hydrogel patches to that. And just take 20 minutes to just relax and hydrate my eyes, but also start exfoliating my skin. Another night, instead of doing this, what I will do then is what Shelly spoke to is the clinical solutions. I'll put that on that night. Or I'll do on a following night, I'll do a gel mask. So Mary Kay has the moisture renewing mask or our newest hydrating mask. You can top that. If you have the Repair Biocellulose, which I've ran through, or if you've had one of these back in the past of hydrating mask, you can do a masking night. Or also, charcoal mask is always great. Pulls the impurities out. You'd want to put this on first, get all the impurities out, and then do your either your chemical peel or your microderm. And then on another night, you would probably do like the replenishing the serum C. Um, or you and I mentioned the barrier restore, which Shelly, can you put that up on the screen? So the barrier restore is one of those great products that helps the your skin barrier protect itself from impurities from coming in. For those of us getting older and having wrinkles, it helps with uh reduce the appearance of like redness over the course of a few weeks. And for those of us who have rosacea, that is so helpful. I love it. Um, I was apparently using it wrong during the winter. I was doing it during the day. So I've learned after talking with Shelly, this is a night. So,
Wait,
unless you're using really good sunscreen,
you're talking about retinol.
retinol, yeah. And then, of course, one of my favorite things, going back to Shelly's boosters, is once you've cleansed everything, I like the ceramide hydrator because especially if you're using something like the facial peel or the microdermabrasion, you want to hydrate your skin. This will dry it out a little bit. So that ceramide hydrator is just a refreshing booster. The ceramide hydrator because it's
Sorry. Go ahead.
oh go
I
sorry.
was no, I was checking the YouTube video. We're good.
Sorry. And that is basically it. So over the course of 7 days, I give my skin a break, but then I'll have various nights where I'll add either a peel or a microdermabrasion, or I'll do a masking. And it's just basically to um, get my skin much better than because as we're all aging, gravity's not helping anyone. The other thing that I do like, because as a person that's going through a weight loss journey, I will definitely say the lifting serum does not leave my neck. Like this is on everything because as I lose weight, the my texture on my neck, it's one of the first places to show. So I'm a huge fan of this. And now that Shelly has pointed out that the deep the deep wrinkle filler, she uses that on her neck. I think I'm gonna like double up.
Well, it's funny that so I have these little, yeah, they're little crease lines just from, because we're like this, you
Yeah.
guys, on our phones. Okay. So we get those crease lines. And so I do DWL across it. And then I go back with wrinkle filler too every day. And then I do lifting serum. So yes, yes.
That's
So, so before we let you go, Tiffany, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions.
sure.
So, Tiffany, it sounds like you use a lot of products. Do you spend your whole night in the bathroom?
No, I just don't. I have a very early morning commute to
Okay.
go into DC, so I can't spend a whole night, which is probably why I don't do it all at once. I have
Okay.
to break it
Well,
up.
so it takes you what, an hour to get to work in the morning, or is it two
Yes,
hours? One
2
hour,
hours.
1 hour there and 1 hour home?
It's about an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back.
Okay.
So
So I want you guys to know that Tiffany works a full-time job. She commutes 3 hours of her day is in the car and on the bus. But she still makes the time, you guys. It doesn't take a lot of time. I think it's more of just becoming creative on like when you slap it on and how you cycle through it. So I had actually written down, Tiffany, when you and I were talking, and you can like one night you might do like the peel. Like you start off with an exfoliating peel. And then just to recap, I wanted you guys to hear then the next night. So whatever, I don't even remember. I think you were talking like maybe a Sunday night. Do you do the peel on Sunday night?
Yeah, I do the peel on Sunday night because I'll do a glass skin facial. It's a little bit more time
Okay.
consuming because
Okay.
that includes the charcoal mask first.
So you're
But
hitting both of those.
yeah, but again, I'm not staying in my bathroom just waiting for this. This is a 10-minute um mask to 15 minutes. So while I'm doing that, I'm probably food prepping
Yeah.
my lunch for the week, and then I'll rinse it off, and then I'll slap on
The peel.
the peel, and that's a 10 to 20 minute. So, I don't have to sit down or lay in my bed or stay in the bathroom for that. I get other things done.
Right. Right. Okay, and then the next night, she's done both of those exfoliating. The next night, I had written down Barrier Restore, which I did want to point out to everybody just real quickly on this product that if you have, I did print this out because I feel like we're seeing more and more of this nowadays. Um, where did my notes go? But like the redness, the itchiness, the dryness. Oh, well, I don't know where oh, here it is. Okay. Um, Yeah, if you're experiencing sensitivity, we've all heard that, right? Dryness, redness, itching, rough texture, or overall dullness, it could be due to a compromised skin barrier. And that's what this product is for. It's 131, which stands for, no, yeah, no, 133. I'm sorry. Is that right? Yeah, 133. It's on the bottle. It basically means 1 part cholesterol, 3 parts, no, it's 113. Oh gosh, I've got contacts in too, and I can't even read that. 113. There it is. 1 part cholesterol, 1 part ceramide, and 3 parts fatty acids. So that's a big, like I said, I feel like we're seeing more of that nowadays. But so that was your next night. And then she does, I had microderm written down the next night, retinol the next night, and then a cellulose mask. So you can basically create your own skin cycling with the products that are the most important to you. Could you guys imagine if Tiffany stayed all one night and went through the peel, the charcoal mask, the microderm, the restore barrier? Her face would be a hot fireball. And none of the products would be working as well as they could. So that's also the purpose of skin cycling. And then just to wrap up as far as skin cycling goes, let me give you guys one that I was taught. If you want to jot this one down, this is we called it the turn back time. And if you wanted to turn back time, do like 2 to 3 cycles of this. And you could stay on it forever if you wanted to. But let's say you had a special date coming up, you could cycle through these. Now, the first night was microderm. So you microderm one night. Then the next night you come around, and like Tiffany said, all of this is on a clean face. The second night you come back and do charcoal mask. The third night you do your facial peel. The fourth night you retinol. And then the fifth night you take a night off. So it's just hitting all of those exfoliations and then retinol on all that new skin. Take a night off and repeat. Okay. And so it doesn't, you can like sit them in your counter. I know when I cycle through that, I didn't have to have any kind of paper written down. But I just had them on my counter and then just went through them each night and did about 2 or 3 cycles. And y'all, that will give your face a boost, like big time boost, especially coming out of winter. Okay, anything else on skin cycling, Tiffany? Oh,
No.
I think you're going to share real briefly about taking women taking care of themselves.
Yes. So part of the reason I got into it is, I wanted to make sure that you take care of your skin. And you know, uh when your skin looks really good, when you can erase or pull off um just a lot of things, and for me it's now like everything's heading south as I'm losing weight. Um, and I realized, Botox is expensive, y'all, and I can no longer eat till my wrinkles fill out. So hydrate, um, and just, actually, it just, I didn't want to have like Ozempic face. And Mary Kay is just great products as far as hydrating and keeping your volume and your your skin up and looking good. So yeah, I did this as, as my weight loss journey, but also as just self-care, just making
Right.
sure that I take time to take care of my skin.
Yeah. Which therefore makes you feel better.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, awesome. Well, we're doing okay on time. So does anybody have any questions about skin cycling or anything about the boosters, the clinical solutions? I'm going to put us all back on. We'll just take a minute if you guys have any questions. Anybody? Okay, well, before we go any further, what I want you guys to do, I know like we're not going down this section like in a pretty little order. So what I want you to do though, before we go any further, I want you to pick out a clinical solutions product or two. And then I would love for you to pick out maybe an exfoliation that you haven't tried so far. So I'm sure everybody on here, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, has done the charcoal mask because everybody does it when they're introduced to the products. So what is another exfoliation you could add into your regimen? Okay, to take your skincare to the next level. So it could be the facial peel, it could be the microdermabrasion, um, it could be you could add in the skin barrier restore. You could add in the booster, the green booster, PHA plus AHA. But what could be an exfoliator you could add? Okay. And then so a new clinical solution, an exfoliator, and then for fun, you guys create your own skin cycling regimen. So, for example, what's the product maybe in the supplement list that's already in your bathroom? And you're like, I never use this. I know it's a good product, but I never use it. Or, the week goes by. And what maybe four products, four, five at the tops, could you put into a skin cycling regimen for yourself? So that you're on a regimen, you go through your skincare, and then at night you cycle through that one new product for 4 nights in a row. Okay. So that's how you can look at implementing. We're not telling you to go get all these I mean, yes, go get them all, but then you're like, what do I do with them? But start with one booster, one clinical solution, one extra exfoliation, and then let's make your own skin cycling routine. And guys, the beautiful part is when you make yours for you, you're going to be able to do the same thing for your customers. Okay. We cannot teach what we do not know. And the only way that we know is by doing. Would y'all agree? Like I could talk about clinical solution, blah, blah, and y'all are just gonna hear it as blah, 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 blah. But until you get the products and you put them on and you have a system in place to support that, then you're gonna know for yourself how good they truly are. Okay, so no questions. Well, we're going to move on. We only have just a few left to hit. We have some eye products, and then we have a couple products that do not have any anti-aging. And then we have a couple of just extras that are more moisturizing. All right, so the two eye products that are on the supplemental list is the Firming Eye Cream and our eye gel. Okay, so first of all, I want to share this firming eye cream is listed here because your other two eye creams, the Time Wise eye cream and the Repair eye cream, are back on the skincare regimen. Okay, so it doesn't mean you don't use them. Like if you're using the Time Wise line, then you're probably using the Time Wise eye cream and then or the Repair. So I was just going to share with you guys on the firming eye cream, y'all. Our three eye creams all do different stuff. Do y'all realize that? Like they have different ingredients. They're all good. Okay. There is a great chart. If you print out your product sheet on the Firming eye cream, on the back of it, there is a chart on what each of the eye creams actually do. So for example, your Time Wise eye cream, Oh, that's funny. That it's actually the firming cream, the eye gel. But anyway, your Time Wise eye cream has resveratrol in it. It's going to hydrate for up to 12 hours. The firming eye cream also gives you moisture, but y'all, this one helps fight fine lines and wrinkles more so. And it also is going to hit the firming. Now you've got the 3D complex and the Time Wise eye cream. So I feel like my thought is, y'all, they're fighting wrinkles differently. So like Time Wise eye cream is fighting your wrinkles with resveratrol and antioxidants, okay, and the peptides. Whereas our firming eye cream is actually it's actually fighting your fine lines and wrinkles with a different, it's tetra peptide dash 8 aloe leaf extract. And there's another oligo peptide. I can't even say it. Starts with an O. So you've got different peptides. So I usually always have two eye creams in my bag at all time. I like right now, currently, it's the Time Wise eye cream and the Firming eye cream. When I run out of one, I'll add in whichever one I didn't have. So like on my next time when I run out of one of those two, I'll add back in the Repair eye cream. Does that make sense? So I'm always using a different one in the morning and a different one at nighttime. And that's just how I've always rolled. Again, I think that if you do the same thing, the same thing, the same thing, your skin's gonna be like, oh, here she goes again. Same old, same old. But when you keep just like shampoo and hair conditioner, when you keep it like, oh, whoa, she put something new on today. It keeps your skin alive, awake, and just like, oh, like it's kind of like even on a diet, you guys. You all know that when you lower calories over and over, your body just becomes stale. It's the routine, and then you got to like give it a boost with more calories on one day. So I feel like I could be totally making that. That's my own science in my head. And so that's Shelly Ayler's version. And so I just feel like if I use two different eye creams, I'm getting different types of peptides. So I'm getting different effects from those all within 24 hours. Okay, so firming eye cream, y'all, is awesome. I have some customers that are just sold out on this one, and whew, it's good. Okay, then your Indulge Soothing Eye Gel. Does everybody keep theirs in the refrigerator? Okay, who has allergies right now?
I
Who's
do.
been sneezing? Who's had puffy eyes?
I don't keep it in my refrigerator because I forget to use it.
Oh,
For
okay,
season, I
okay.
keep it in my bag.
Y'all, one of the little pro tips on the eye gel, I have eye makeup on, but guess what? You can actually put the eye gel on top of your makeup. Did y'all know that? Yeah. So, oh, like that's a little boost right there. And then you can even put it across the top. And I like to share that even if you get those headaches that go across your forehead, you can put a little bit of this, like that's already cooling my eye. Oh, just like calming. It relaxes the tension in your eyes, especially if you wear glasses. When you put this on in the evening, it just relaxes y'all all those eye muscles right there. Okay. It can help depuff your eyes. And I feel like this is that help for those people that have puffy eyes due to allergies or hereditary that you really can't do anything like long term permanently. But it helps give them relief for right then or for the day or for a couple of hours, but it helps to depuff. Ah, it gives you a boost in the middle of the day if you work long hours. Okay, so that's your eye gel. Y'all, I'm sure there's a really cool ingredient in it too, but does anybody know what it is? I found it. It's
Uh,
green.
um, Cucumber extract.
It is. Yes, way to go, Mary. Green tea extract, cucumber extract, and then it also has rose hips extract, dog rose hips extract. So I think this came up that it had aloe vera, but it does not. It does not have aloe. All right. So if you need to add a new eye product, I would highly recommend either one of those. Okay, moving on to your alternatives that are not anything about anti-aging, but they are all about hydration. And I am so grateful these products are still around. Y'all, these two products were around when I was a brand new beauty consultant. I love them. And y'all, when you've been in something for 30 years, your skin changes. Your skin totally changes. So I'll tell y'all a little story about this intense moisturizing cream. First of all, that smell. When I smell intense moisture, it reminds me of my first starter kit with Mary Kay. Like when I would open up my boxes and the products back then, I don't know, they had this smell to it. But this is a very thick cream, okay? It is a thick, intense moisturizer, okay? I have my older ladies that just they're super dried out. They use this at nighttime. My story is when I was pregnant with oh, which one? It was the last one. It was Alec. Well, no, yeah, he was born in March. It had to be Alec. Alyssa was May. So yeah, I was big pregnant in December in the middle of winter. And so I got completely my skin just he must have sucked like all the moisture out of my skin. And I remember a friend of mine finally turned to me because y'all, my skin hurt. Like if you've ever had dry, and like I told y'all at the very beginning, I was super oily when I started Mary Kay. But my skin hurt like to touch it. And when I would put this stuff on it, it burned. And so finally, I don't remember, as a friend of mine said, you've got to get off all the anti-aging. So I had to get off all Time Wise. I had to pull out today it would be the Mary Kay hydrating cleanser, like a hydrating cleanser, and just a plain Jane hydrating cleanser and moisturizer. And this became my best friend. And it took about a week, maybe 2 weeks. And I even put extra emollient night cream on my face at nighttime. That's not a supplement listed at nighttime. And I remember Lance making a couple comments like, why are you so shiny? But that's like grease, that you put on your face at night. That within about 2 weeks, you guys, my skin was like moisturized back like to some normalness. And then I was able to add in like the Time Wise cleanser. I was able to add in a product at a time and return back to normal. But sometimes your skin just gets so, I'm sure I probably wasn't drinking enough water too, to get that, dehydrated in my skin. But just sometimes you got to back off because all the products like that Tiffany was talking about in our skin cycling, they can compromise your moisture whenever you're exfoliating and using high ingredients to get rid of wrinkles. So, okay, so intense moisturizing cream. Y'all, I keep both of these are mine. They're in my drawer. They have a 3-year life shelf. They're not going to go bad. And so sometimes I'll just add an extra. I may not be super dried out, but y'all, you can never hurt from extra hydration. And I believe the more mature we get, I know Ayana may not think that right now, but I promise the more mature you get, the more moisture, it just keeps the wrinkles away. Now there is an oil-free identical like sister, and I love this one. It's the oil-free hydrating gel. And so like if you do have oilier skin, but you just want some hydration, maybe you haven't been drinking enough water, you can add this into your nighttime routine. And again, it's just a non-greasy, it's like a gel, feels like a gel. A little pro tip for this product, I don't feel like we need it as much because our new under eye concealers are amazing. But a little pro tip is in the morning when you're getting ready, you can take your eye brush, dip it in here, pat a little of the oil-free hydrating gel underneath, like just a little bit, you guys, and then mix your concealer with it. And like I said, you don't really need it as much as before because our new concealers now actually have vitamin E in them, but it just helps to smooth it out even more. And it actually feels really good underneath the eyes in the morning. So that's a fun little extra. But y'all, these are amazing. Don't forget about them. Don't forget, they're super important and they play a role. And like I said, they don't go bad. 3-year shelf life. Use them as needed. Okay, and then the last 2 products on your list, if you've been marking them off, we have touched on Microderm. It's the Serum C is last but not least. And our brand new hydrating cream mask are the last 2 products. All right, so Serum C. Everybody use that one? Is it because it has vitamin C in it? Like everybody's like, ooh, more vitamin C. So let me ask you guys this. Is this vitamin C more concentrated or is this, well, where's the purple? Purple, or is this one more concentrated? Which one's better?
Clinical solutions, probably the clinical solutions is more.
Yeah, this one's definitely more concentrated, higher dose vitamin C. And then this one's going to be less. And this one is Serum C plus vitamin E. I wish all of our products had this cool little thing on the side. I love this. It lets me know exactly where I'm at and if I'm about to run out or not. So this particular product, you guys, it's formulated to fortify skin against free radical damage that can result in skin looking older than it truly is. I think of vitamin C, and I'll share, well, first of all, let me just share what it actually says about it correctly here. It's powered by a potent blend of multiple botanical extracts. These extracts are derived from natural ingredients. So it's natural ingredients that have high levels of vitamin C. Vitamin C helps protect against the free radicals that damage, that impact our skin firmness and definition. And if you guys have ever heard me say that 80% of our aging comes from environmental stressors. So think of this almost as as like a defense, but it's helping you against fight the free radicals. So here's the actual ingredients that have high vitamin C that's in this. I'm going to say these all wrong. Acerola cherry. How do you say that? Acerola cherry. Cacao plum, camu fruit, argan seed extract. So those are the ingredients that they've pulled from that have high amounts of vitamin C. Okay, so I think of this, you guys, and y'all can, again, this is Shelly's version. If you're starting to get a cold and you got a little sore throat, what did your mama always tell you to go drink more of? Anybody?
What, something with ginger in it?
What was that?
Something
Orange
with
juice.
ginger in it?
My mom did not tell me that.
Orange juice.
Orange juice.
Yeah.
Or like eat something citrus, like have a grapefruit or
Dang,
like,
your mama sound nice. She made me chug that with a glass of orange. What is that? Something with ginger in that. We all know ginger is nasty.
oh, I like ginger.
I think it's strong. It's
I know, it's
nasty and
great.
strong.
So you take vitamin C internally to boost your immune system, right? It boosts your immune system. Of course, buy the orange juice that has less sugar. Otherwise, you're never mind. Okay, so I think of vitamin C on the skin as boosting my immune system to the environment. Okay, if it's going to boost myself internally, if I drink it or take vitamin C tablets or whatever boost, then the same thing outwardly. The other thing that I have really noticed about the Time Wise Serum C, y'all, is I use it all over my chest for sun damage. I feel like vitamin C, whether you use it in this formula, this is the formula you can kind of use it all the time, morning and nighttime. This one, you want to be a little bit more sparingly with the booster. But if you have any kind of sun damage, if you had like even scarring from past acne breakouts, I have seen wonders of women who've used microdermabrasion and then followed it by a serum C, like a vitamin C. Over time, a lot of that scarring has not completely, but has disappeared a lot. Okay. So like just taking care of and rebuilding, reboosting your skin from the outside damage. So that's how I think of the vitamin C. In fact, I just had a little too much sun when we were out of town a couple weeks ago on my chest, and I had a couple little like little scars almost. I got too much sun. So I've been putting that Serum C on my chest almost every other night at least. Okay, and then the last product is our hydrating cream mask. Hydrates for 12 hours. It's got a multi-use formula. And the key ingredients that are in this, y'all, are shea butter, glycerin, and HA, hyaluronic acid. Okay, so I've been having fun with this product. Okay, so like it said, multiple uses. The first one is you can get ready for bed completely, slap a layer on, and sleep in it. Ah, watch out. Your skin's going to be like, feel amazing. Your foundation's going to go on the next morning after you wash your face. It's going to go on and so super smooth. But that's one use. sleep in it as a mask, okay? The other thing you can do, let's say it's a night you didn't sleep in it, you can get up, go through your whole morning routine. Right before you put your foundation on, you can take just a little drop of it and rub it in like forehead, nose, cheeks, and then put your foundation on. And if you're like me, kind of like you like that matte foundation, even though we learn matte is out, it's the glow. This hydration helps your matte not look so matte, if you know what I mean. Like it gives you a glow underneath your skin or underneath your makeup, sorry, underneath your makeup for the day. So you can spot use it before you put your foundation on. Isn't that cool? And it just absorbs really quickly. It's a cream. It is a cream, but it's like a light cream, if that makes sense. It just blends in. If you haven't, has everybody tried this already? This is my sample right now that I'm giving all of my customers when they place an order with me. They get a sample of the hydrating cream mask inside their bag. And so, like I said, multiple uses, sleep in it, put it on during the day. You could wear it just all day long if you wanted to as well. But yeah, so it hydrates. 20-minute moisture surge, overnight dry skin rescue, or you can use it for pre-makeup glow up. Isn't that cute? Those are some names of the company. So I described the pre-makeup glow up and the overnight dry skin rescue, but you could also do a 20-minute moisture surge. Just apply a thin layer to your face and neck for 20 minutes, then gently massage in any remaining mask, and you don't have to rinse it off. You could put your CC cream on and go on about your day. Oh, okay. I love all these. I was trying to think, I was trying to answer the question that I asked y'all, what new product am I going to add in? I already used them all. But I might come up with a new cycle system. That's what I need to come up with, a new skin cycle boost, like something a little different.
Yeah.
All right, so check out that skin supplement list. Any questions? Any other products? I think we hit everyone on there.
You did.
Okay. Has anybody had any issue, like specific questions from customers with a specific skin issue?
Yeah.
If somebody has rosacea, I'm going to ask y'all a couple of questions. If somebody has rosacea, what skincare system is good for them to use?
I can use any of our skincare lines, but the Time-Wise Miracle Set's a good place to start.
It
Right.
is. Yep. So I wanted to ask that question because sometimes when people say, I have rosacea, sometimes if we're not confident enough in the products that we use, we might back up and say, oh, I'm not sure what would be best for you, or I'm not sure what to recommend. And y'all, all of our products are good, but Time-Wise is definitely a great start for someone with rosacea. All right, so let's talk about the boosters. I'm going to give you guys a couple of scenarios and you tell me which booster. And you can call it blue. A recap, blue is what? Vitamin C and resveratrol. Which color are the alpha hydroxys, the acids? Which color?
Oh, the green.
Green.
Green. Okay. And what color is the vitamin C and resveratrol?
Purple.
Purple. And
Yeah.
then which one's going to give that hydration, just like water? What color is that one?
Blue.
Blue. So they do kind of go together, you guys, with that. So that's an easy way to remember. All right. So your customer wants to address skin texture and tone. Like she wants it to be smoother, but she cannot use retinol solution in her skincare. So what would you potentially recommend for her? She's wanting to smooth out her tone and texture, but she can't, her skin's not quite strong enough to use retinol.
The orange
Which-
booster.
The which one, Mary?
The orange one.
The
The
orange.
tone. Evens
Mhm,
up
the
the
tone.
skin tone.
The
bright-
bright one. The bright one. Yeah, bright one.
Okay, that is there a better one?
You said tone and texture, so the resurfacer.
Yeah.
See,
Tiffany, what were you?
I would recommend both of those.
Both of those.
Just use
Okay.
them on different nights.
Yeah, and you could tell because the green one you want to use at nighttime, but that resurfacer is going to help texture, like just a rough texture over time. They could use that at nighttime. And then yes, you could use the orange one. But I think of the orange one more as like brightening your skin, somebody that's got super dull skin,
Right.
or the dark spots. Y'all also realize that if somebody was just a microderm,
That's what I was gonna say, was start with microderm, because
Yeah.
you mentioned not to have retinol in it.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes a mask, but y'all, again, we have to ask questions with our customers because sometimes they don't want a mask. Sometimes they're not willing to do something. They just want to put something on their face. You know, what are they more likely to use or what are they willing to use? Okay, let's do one more. We have time for one more. Da-da-da-da. All right, your customer wants additional support addressing lines, wrinkles, and hydration. She is using retinol and has completed, well, she went through the retinol, but she's on retinol. But what boosters could you add in to address fine lines, wrinkles, and hydration?
The blue
Which color?
hydration.
The barrier restored.
Oh, you could. We were talking about boosters, but Sandra, yeah, you could go over to the Barrier Restore.
The line
But
booster, the purple one.
yeah, I start to say specifically for lines, you guys, you're going to want to recommend the purple, the C plus resveratrol for fine lines.
So
I feel too, sometimes you can add this purple booster, like somebody getting started on a skincare routine just to see faster results. Like somebody who wants like to fast track, but doesn't want to go all the way to the repair line just yet. You could do time-wise plus this particular booster and like fast track fine lines and wrinkles.
that's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I would love to just remind you guys that if you do have a customer that gets into like a scenario, and guys, it never hurts just to ask lots of questions. Are you eating? Like, what are you, do you drink enough water? I've asked people that before that are super dry, because that can even help increase their hydration. But to ask a bunch of questions like, when does it hurt? Like, what specifically are you looking to improve? But just getting very specific with the questions, so that you can recommend the best products for them. But then also asking what they're willing to use. That's a big part too, because you might give them a recommendation. They're like, that's okay, because it's a mask and maybe they don't want a mask. So listening to what they have to say, but y'all put it into our Voxer group. The Q&A group is a safe place. It's a great place to ask questions, so that you can bounce ideas. And based on our experiences and different people's experience, they can reply and say, well, this is what I would recommend. This is what I would recommend. And then you can take that back to your customer. And, but everybody learns when we put different scenarios in that Q&A group. It's a really good place to put that. All right. Well, you guys give Tiffany a big round of applause. Thank you, girl. I know you've had a hectic day today, so thank you for helping to share tonight. All right. So everybody's assignment, let's repeat it real quickly. Pick out one new exfoliator, okay, that you haven't used, or maybe you haven't used in a long time. Exfoliator. It could be a chemical or physical or mechanical. Just pick a new one to add in. Pick a new clinical solution product to start. Does anybody want to share what they're picking? Clinical solution? A booster? A DWL?
I'm adding the DWL to my neck.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, and then the last thing, if you got your new exfoliator picked out, you've got your new booster or clinical solution, then write you out a skin cycle routine. And it could be 3 products, it could be 4 that you're going to cycle through, take a night off, and cycle through again. And I would love for y'all to share those again in our Voxer group. Because again, that's how we learn and that's how other people can pick up on what we learned from tonight. Okay, so I hope y'all had fun tonight. I hope you learned something new. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, y'all are welcome to give me some feedback behind the scenes too. But I hope it was beneficial to you guys. And like I said, take it, use it for you, and then take it and share it, with other people too. That's our whole point is we get to share what we love and use. All right, you guys, thanks for being on tonight. Let me stop all of